Who is interrupting the music? Stop. Those cars are tiny.
Look it, right?
Look how pretty the water is down there.
Yeah.
Wake up where the clouds are far behind. Feel where trouble melts like lemon drops. High above the chimney top, that's where you'll find me, oh star. Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't I? Oh, someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are.
What is that, babe? Look down there.
Where?
The whale? Right there?
Oh, right there?
Yeah, see it right behind us?
Wait, whale?
Yeah.
There.
Alright guys, everyone hear me okay? Yep, alright. So right now I'm on with Tower, so I'm limited in how much I can talk to you guys, but I'm going to try and get you guys some info. Right on our left, we did pass the main town of Kahului. It is the largest town on the island, and Maui itself is the second largest island in the Hawaiian island chain. It houses somewhere around 152,000 people that live here year-round, and it sees just a little over 2.5 million visitors a year. Not too bad for a little island.
I wonder if we'll see the Grand Wailea. We'll probably find.
Alright guys, they just released me, gives me a little freedom to talk to you. Everyone comfy? AC good? Yeah, doing well?
Yeah.
Excellent. So right now we're traveling just on the north side of the West Maui Mountains here. And the West Maui Mountains combine with the Hana Forest Reserve on the other side of Maui to make up the second wettest place in the Hawaiian Islands. They see a little under 400 inches of rain a year. That's over an inch a day, or if you were going to translate that to snow, that would be like 330 feet of snow. So it's quite a bit of moisture that falls in this area annually. As we make our way up here, you're going to start to see a line that's going to be cut into the cliff face, a little lower than what we're flying at here. And it's going to be right up alongside the shoreline, and then it'll come down closer to the ocean. And that is going to be Highway 340. It does allow you to drive the circumference of the West Maui's here on the north side. But be advised, Highway 340 is a Hawaiian highway, which means if you want to drive that road, you need to have two things: time and patience. If you don't have either, avoid that road. The majority of it is single-lane, two-way traffic, which basically means you're jockeying position, or you're going to drive in reverse for quite some time, and then you're going to jockey position to go forward. It is a gorgeous drive, though, if you have time and patience.
What are you doing?
I see it.
Sit back and look at the horizon. Are you okay?
What's the island in front of us?
That's going to be Molokai. That's where we're going.
Now, when we fly back, are we going the same route back? So we won't see all this.
Now, as we make our way up here, we're going to transition inland, and you're going to actually start to see Highway 340 on each side of you right now. Now, if you see the yellow road or the yellow stripe, that is the friendly part of it. As we come through here, we're going to climb up, and I'm going to take you guys up into the West Maui's here. This is going to be up towards what's called Honokahau Valley. Now, it is inside the National Forest Reserve, so it's restricted and protected. No hiking trails, no roads up here. The only way to see it is to fly it, how you guys are doing it.
How cool is this?
Now, as we come up here into Honokahau Valley, you're going to see that the walls are really steep, and we may get a few bumps from the wind, but I'm going to try and keep it as smooth as possible. F is on Kauai, and they combine the two waterfalls together to make one for the movie.
You like this, Jason?
Thank you for trying to keep it as smooth as possible.
Yeah, no worries.
I thought you were driving, Dash.
Just gorgeous, huh?
Yeah. You guys see that waterfall? Is that a waterfall straight in
Yes,
front of
it
us?
is.
Okay, this is, we're about like 100 feet there.
What's that?
That altitudeometer
Yeah.
says...
We're at 3,000 feet.
Oh.
And climbing.
Wow. See that other helicopter in there, Dash? How small it looks? Grayson, you see it?
Yeah.
Now, as we make our way up here, we're going to come in here, and we'll do a couple of turns here. We're going to come right up alongside what's called Honokahau Falls. It is the tallest free-falling waterfall on Maui. Stretches 1,700 feet high. It's all fed from rainwater, and it's flowing really nicely.
Is it one of the tallest in the world?
No. Just incredible, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I just saw that waterfall.
Right. Up a little bit, sweetie. I don't want you to get sick. Keep your head up. Look at the horizon.
Look at the river underneath us.
Now, as we start to make our way down valley here, we're going to transition along. And if you look on those sidewalls, it really gives you a sense how much moisture falls in this area annually. You can start to realize that those are trees growing there. Those are not little bushes and shrubs.
Grayson, look up. Are you okay? Huh?
I am.
Yeah, he's got to keep looking at the horizon
Look
more.
at
He
the
keeps
horizon.
staring at the down.
Look up. Look up. Right there.
This is
Straight
going to be
ahead, keep
Jurassic
it.
Falls right here once again as we come by. I'll turn it that way.
Look up that way towards the ocean.
Make noise laugh.
It looks like cauliflower over there.
Now, as we come out here, we're going to come out of Honolulu Valley, and we're coming out over the northwest side of the West Maui. Right here on the left, you can see the Plantation Golf Course. This is pretty famous. It used to house the Sony Open and the Hyundai Classic, but it's better well known for the Tour of Champions, which is held there every year. And it's the start of the PGA season. Right where that meets the ocean is a famous bay called Honolulu Bay, which is really famous for surfing and for snorkeling. And then you have the top part of Kapalua, and then it goes down into Kaanapali and Lahaina, which we'll see on our way back. As we come up here, you're going to see Highway 340 winding on the right again as it comes along the coastline. It's quite gorgeous here today. And you'll get a view of the reef coming out from the northwest side here of
Look how
Maui.
blue that is.
Now, as we come up here, we're going to leave Maui behind, and we're going to cross over to Molokai. Now, in order to get to Molokai, we have to cross the channel here. This is called the Pailolo Channel. Now, Pailolo in Hawaiian translates to the crazy fisherman, and that's because the current in the Pailolo is extremely strong. The channel's only 8 miles across. It goes down 800 feet
Are
deep,
you okay?
but on our right is open
you okay?
Pacific Ocean.
Hang on. Are you okay? Grayson,
Yes.
are you okay?
And all that wind and swell pushes in between Maui and Molokai like a bottleneck, and the current picks up quite rapidly. And in the history of the Pailolo Channel, there's only been 34 people that have successfully swam the channel. So if that's on your to-do list, please let someone know. Now, as we make our way up here, we're transitioning to the northeast side of Molokai, and we're doing it for one reason. It's for the little island right here just off the coast as we get closer. This island is quite famous. It has several names. Its Hawaiian name is Mokoho'oniki, which means little pinches of rock. but the locals on Molokai call it Turtle Rock, and that's because they say it looks like a sea turtle swimming down the channel. The larger island on the right is the shell. The little island on the left is his head coming up out of the water. And as we make our way up here, you're going to see a chunk of rock coming out of the shell towards us like a flipper flapping up and down in the water. You got to have an imagination, but he's there.
Oh, I see the flipper.
Yeah, you see him now?
See it, Grayson? It looks like a sea turtle. See the head and the body is the big rock? You see that? You have a big imagination.
Now, as we make our way up here, we're going to transition just on the right side of our turtle here, and I got to ask, does anyone like magic?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
I got one magic trick. I want you to stay looking at our turtle here. I'm going to wave my hand in front of it, say presto, and I'm going to turn him into a sleeping elephant. The way I'm going to do that is change perspective. We're only looking at the turtle's shell, and then you're going to watch him morph into a laying down sleeping elephant. His tail is closest to us, his head is farther away, and what was the turtle's flipper is now the elephant's trunk going out into the water. Just like he laid on his side and took a nap in the ocean.
Where's that island? There.
That's Lanai. Now, is that the first time you've seen a turtle turn into an elephant?
Look, Grayson.
Yeah.
You see it right here?
With a long nose.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
bacon coming out of its snout.
Bacon.
Yeah. Bacon.
That's cool. If you feel sick, look along the horizon, but I don't think you're... Oh.
Now, as we come up here, we're going to transition on to Molokai. Molokai is not as populated as the other islands. It's only... Now, it only has about 7,400 people that live here. It's predominantly Hawaiian. The only way to get here is an island jumper, airplane, or charter a private aircraft. And because of that, it sees less than 80,000 visitors a year. But once you're on island, there's only one hotel, one car rental place, 2 gas stations, a couple of restaurants, and 2 grocery stores. And those grocery stores are like your town store. You're going to buy your burger next to your hammer, so keep that in mind. Now, we did cross over a paved road, and it transitions off to our right, and it goes down into the valley up ahead, known as Halava Valley, and it ends right by the ocean. There's a gorgeous town and 2 incredible sand cove beaches are right there.
How big is it?
And then opposite side on the...
Wow, look at the waterfalls, Grayson. Yep, look forward.
Oh, awesome.
Okay,
helicopter.
Yeah. There's another one up there, too.
So many of them.
Yes, gorgeous, huh?
Now, people, do they come here and they hike to these waterfalls?
You can make it to this one, but you have to have the uncle take you there that has the rights to cross state and private land. And that's the furthest point that any one person can make it. Everything else that I'm going to show you from here on out is National Forest Reserve, and it's restricted and protected. You have to fly it to see it.
By that.
Now, if you look straight ahead, you'll notice the ground is disappearing quite rapidly, and that's because we're going to come right off the top of the famous sea cliffs of Molokai. They are the world's tallest, and at certain points they eclipse over 3,000 feet.
Look up. Look straight ahead.
Wow.
Look at that, guys. Look at that waterfall, Grayson.
Oh, yeah.
Just incredible.
Wow.
Are these waterfalls on the left some of the world's tallest?
No, but they are pretty tall, huh? Just gorgeous. You could say they are the world's tallest to come off of sea cliffs, since they are the tallest sea cliffs in the world.
That's amazing.
How large is this island?
It's about 270 square miles.
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Now, if we come alongside the sea cliffs here, about 1.3 million ocean to the right of us. And that's what gives us this prolific sea cliff instead of a natural erosion like you typically see on the West Maui's or on the north side of Haleakala.
How cool is this?
Cool.
Like it?
Yeah.
Looks just like home, right?
No, it does not.
Last time I looked it up, California wasn't an island.
We're going to be soon, though.
Yes, gorgeous today.
Look, it looks like an antler, Grayson, on the top of that mountain, or the hill, cliff.
Now, as we come up here, we're going to do a turn and we'll come back along the cliff face. And you have the valley cutting in here. This is called the Pelikunu Valley. And it joins up with the Wailau Valley that we passed earlier. And we're going to make our way back towards the Wailau. Absolutely stunning in here today. Just gorgeous when you see all the different waterfalls coming down the cliff face there.
See them, Grayson? Look. See the waterfall going right down into the...
Now, as we come up here, this is called the Wailau Valley. I'm going to transition us inland here. It's wide open, and it's quite gorgeous today.
Wow. Oh, my God. Look at this. You like this, sweetie?
What's those white things right below?
There's 3 shacks there, and there's actually 2 off to the left, and then in the Pelikunu, there's another 2 more. And those are Hawaiian homeland homes that are family homes. So the larger family has the access rights to enter this area, and they'll use them for hunting and for farming.
See the waterfalls, sweetie? Look over here to the right. See them coming down? We need some of this water.
I thought California got a bunch of water.
Starting to get dry again.
Now, as we come up here, we've been coming inside the Wailau Valley, and then the Wailau Valley wraps around, and it's going to meet up with the Pelikunu Valley, the one that we looked at over there. Now, those 2 valleys combine to make a giant half circle, and that's because we're actually flying inside the remnants of what is called the Wailau Crater. And this is the volcano that formed the east side of Molokai, last erupting 1.7 million years ago. So when you think about that, that means that giant mountain right on your right is the remnants of the center cinder cone from when it last erupted. And the other half of the crater is underneath the ocean from when the island fractured.
So much as old as Daddy.
Now, as we come up here, we're going to cheat and we're going to hop over the hill and head to the south shore of Molokai. This is where the majority of the inhabitants live. It's also where the south shore fringe reef is. And you're going to watch the ocean come alive with color as we come over the ridgeline here. It's absolutely incredible.
Guys ready? Here we go.
In fact, expecting a dinosaur to jump up and like try to eat us when we go over there.
Are we gonna go to any other islands?
Oh,
Look at this. Watch this, Grayson. Look at this dash.
Look at the color.
It's a pretty nice blue.
It is, right? What color would you think that is, bud?
Cyan blue.
Cyan blue.
My
But look,
favorite color.
look off to your right, love. What color is that?
Sky blue.
Now, as we make our way up here, we're going to transition out over the fringe reef. This is the largest fringe reef in the United States. It stretches over 30 miles long. And a fringe reef means that it goes outward from the land instead of down. So this gives us a lot of really nice bonuses. One, we get all these incredible colors. The blues and teals and greens, they really pop. And they're enhanced by the blue and green coral that grow alongside of this reef. And as we come up here, we'll descend down and you'll have a good chance at spotting sea life. We do spot turtles, rays, even sometimes sharks. It just depends on what the reef wants to show us.
Isn't this amazing? Holy smokes. What's the matter, honey? What's wrong?
I want to take off the headphones.
Why?
It gets really loud.
It's really loud if you do.
Okay, put them back on. It's too loud for your ears. Okay, there we go.
Come on.
Look, Grayson. Look straight ahead. I think you're feeling a little sick. Are you feeling sick? Just look straight up. Quit looking down. Look up. See the line? Look up. Keep looking up. Grayson, sit up. Sit it up. Keep your head back.
Now, how deep is the water right here?
It depends on where you're at on the reef. The far out to our right is going to be about 100 foot. In by the shoreline is about a foot. And then in the middle of the reef, it's going to vary between 40 and 4 feet, depending on what the tide is doing.
Do people come out here and dive all the time or not?
Not as much as you think. There's only one operator that has the only two legally licensed boats to take people out on the reef here. He will take you out snorkeling and scuba diving, but they keep the reef really protected, and they limit who has access because it's one of the few Hawaiian reefs that's still growing. You can see kind of the blue holes here in the reef. There's 5 famous ones along the 30 miles.
It's so clear, it looks like it's like 1 foot deep.
I know, it's incredible. What happens is all that water hits the outside of the reef first, and then it filters it through as it gets to the center of the reef, and it takes all the particles out. And that's why it gets so crystal clear.
It's breathtaking. This is amazing.
Now, as we make our way up here, we're going to transition back to Maui. As we do this, if you look on your right, you do have the island of Lanai over there, and Lanai is known as the Pineapple Island, and that's because at one time Dole pretty much owned the entire island. and it was a giant pineapple plantation. Then in 1995, Larry Ellison, the owner of Oracle, came along. He started buying up land, and he now owns 98% of that island. And the other remaining percent is owned by a few individuals and the state of Hawaii. You can visit the island. There's a town in the middle. There's a airport, and then on the south side, there's a harbor, a Four Seasons, and a golf course. And because of that, it's set up a little bit more for tourism than Molokai. So it sees almost 10,000 more visitors a year than Molokai, even though there's only about 3,000 people living on the island.
Oh, wow. Keep looking straight ahead, sweetie.
Everyone doing good still?
Grayson, are you okay?
Yeah.
What?
I'm okay, Mom. Yeah.
Put your head back a little, honey.
Are we going to see the Grand Wailea, or is it on the south side of Maui?
Grand Wailea is on the south shore. We won't be heading to that side.
Oh.
Is that where you're staying? Yeah? How you like it?
It's good.
Yeah?
We snorkeled yesterday.
Ah, that's awesome. You see any good stuff?
No.
I did. You missed it. Maybe you lose, sucker.
How about you guys? Where are you staying?
Hyatt Regis.
You move this close to your mouth and speak up.
The Hyatt.
Oh, the Hyatt Regis. Yeah, that's up here in Kaanapali. We'll actually go right by it.
Oh,
Be sure to get a picture.
Are you looking straight ahead?
Now, how often do you see big whales and sharks going through here?
Not almost never outside of whale season. Whale season is January through mid-March, and then after that it's almost never. We do spot every now and then a pot. We'll get a pod of the spinner dolphins, but in shark-wise, our best chance to spot them is on the south shore of Molokai. We'll see them across the reef going across. I'm yet to spot one alongside Maui.
See? They have it roped off. We've seen a lot of whales where we live.
Oh, yeah, because they're transitioning that way right now. They all left Hawaii already, and they're almost to you.
Look how blue that water is. It's almost as blue as your eyes. Squishy.
Now, as we come up here, we're approaching the west side of Maui once again. The far left is Kapalua. Straight here ahead of us, this is the Kaanapali coastline. You can see Black Rock right there in the middle coming out from the ocean. There's gorgeous sand beach north and south of it. And then on the right, you're going to see a white stack will be coming out of the center of Lahaina. And that is the old sugarcane mill stack from when they used to process sugarcane on this side of the island. Now, for you guys staying down in the South Shore, one of the nice things about Maui, same with you if you want to go to the South Shore, is there are no private beaches on the island. Every beach is public property, which means you guys, if it's raining where you're at or you want to experience a different side of the island, you are always welcome to go anywhere on the island, and there will be some sort of a public access or be able to walk through to the beach as a public access and have access to the beach, which makes it really nice, especially if your place is getting dumped on with rain.
Right. Grayson, you see that helicopter right there? It looks like a little bug. See it? This is where we're coming up to Parasail tomorrow.
And then the Hyatt will be up here on the left for you guys. Just so you guys know, it'll be right up here on the left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I see it. How large is Maui? Because earlier you said how large Molokai is.
Sorry, what was that?
Earlier you said how big Molokai was.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how big Maui is.
720 square miles.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a run, huh?
Uh-huh. That one nice.
Now, as we come up here, we're going to pass by Kaanapali, and you got Lahaina here on your right. Now, Lahaina is quite significant in Hawaiian history. First off, the name in Hawaiian translates to cruel sun. And if you guys take a look, it's quite brown on the hillside there above it. It's not very green. And that's because the rain never quite makes it to Lahaina. Also, when King Kamehameha conquered the Hawaiian island chain and united all the islands, he made Lahaina the capital of Hawaii, and it stood as the capital of the Hawaiian Islands all the way till 1959, when we transitioned it to Honolulu when Hawaii became state number 50. It was one of two of the major whaling ports in the Hawaiian Islands. Whaling took off in the 1820s and went all the way until 1880. Then they discovered oil in Pennsylvania, and that pretty much killed the whale oil trade overnight, and sugarcane and pineapples took over as the cash crop here in the Hawaiian Islands. And you can see the ground is still terraced underneath us from when they grew both of those on this side of the island.
What was the other major whale oil port?
It was Honolulu.
What is this off to our left? It's 17.
L for
Sorry, what was that?
What is this off to our left?
That is the L for Lahaina. And you can see that has the 17 in it. We just went over the high school, and the graduating class goes and puts the graduating year inside the L for class of 2017.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, as we come up here, we actually entered into a really unique part of Maui. One of the more amazing things about the island of Maui itself is it has every single climate zone or microclimate that exists on the planet.
Are you okay?
Except for two. The only two it's missing is extreme desert heat and extreme Arctic cold. Otherwise, every other climate zone could be located somewhere on this island. And right now, we're over the top of a desert climate zone. If you were to hike around here, you would find cactuses and other desert plants. But here on our left is the West Maui Mountains, which is the second wettest place in the Hawaiian Islands. Now, there's a couple of valleys that go inside. This first one's called Laniapoko Valley. It is open, so I'm going to go inside there with you guys. It goes over the National Forest, so you have to fly it to see it. The walls are steep. It can get a little bumpy. I'll try and keep it smooth. But it's my favorite transition in all of Maui because it's the quickest transformation from a desert environment to a rainforest environment you'll ever witness in your lifetime. You guys are actually watching the rainforest grow from the valley floor right now. You'll see it grow up the sidewalls, and when we get into the back valley, it'll be full-on rainforest canopy through the whole valley. It's an incredible transformation to witness happen so quickly.
Look straight ahead, Grayson.
Yes, stunning, huh? Now, on our right is Olowalu Valley. Straight ahead of us is Ukamahami. The whole valley floor here is covered in these lightly colored trees. Those are kukui trees. That's the state tree of Hawaii. It's also known as the candle nut tree, and that's because the Hawaiians would extract oil out of the nut and make candles and torches out of it. And the leftover nut would be used as the guy's lei, known as the kukui nut lei. Now, I made a turn here, and we're going to go into the Iao Valley. Now, the Iao Valley is the heart of the West Maui's, and it's what formed the West Maui's. And it's known as the Kahalabai volcano that erupted 1.3 million years ago.
Wow. Look at that. Look straight ahead, bud.
Now, what is that to the right of us? What town?
That's Kahului.
Ooh, Grayson, look how cool we're going through.
Now, if we come up here, this is called the Waikapu Valley. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has really steep walls, rainforest to the floor, but it opens up to a gorgeous view into the valley of Maui.
Look straight ahead, buddy.
Now, if we come up here, I'm on with tower, so I may get cut off. If you look on your right, you're going to see a building coming into view right at the edge of this golf course. This is the Kamehameha course, and that building there, I'll kind of turn it that way a little bit, is pretty famous, and you can tour it. It's the clubhouse now, but it was originally a home designed for Marilyn Monroe that was done by an architect named Frank Lloyd Wright, which is pretty amazing to go and tour if you get a chance. Now, if we come out here, we're right alongside Wailuku and Kahului, across the whole valley here, which is the remnants of the HCNS sugarcane plantation. It was the last active sugarcane plantation left in Hawaii. They did their final harvest this last December, and they're no longer producing it on the island. And they still have not announced what they're going to grow in lieu of that. Haleakala runs across up into the clouds up there, going upwards of 10,023 feet.
Grayson, you good? You like it, Dash? You like it, Grayson?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. We're close to the airport now. See, there's that old sugarcane thing, Dash. The guy showed us? Yeah.
Now, as we make our way up here, the airport's up ahead of us. We've been given our landing clearance. When we get in there, I want you guys to remain seated. Wait until the aircraft's on the ground. I'll tell you to take your headsets off. Then I'm going to shut down the engine, shut down the rotors, and then I'll ask you to take your seatbelts off, and I'll be happy to come around and grab the doors for you. I want to thank you guys for choosing us at Maverick Maui. It was my pleasure flying with you, and we should be on the ground very shortly.
This was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
He might be on with the tower, honey.
Wonder if that guy's still trying to pay to get his parking.
Sir, what's wrong with you? It's pretty cool, Grayson.
Whoa! Almost at the airport.
Almost here.
Glad you woke up.
I don't know if he was shocked
Looks like
or
you woke up, Dad, finally.
I thought he was
What are
going
you
to throw
talking
up. Here we go, big boy.
I'm glad you finally woke up, Dad.
It's like the quietest he's ever been.
I know, right? It normally lasts so long.